Hey guys, NW Order for Life here with Tokyo Ghoul Episode 5 review. Um, Once again, the anime seems to just be shitting on Kaneki's character. He starts out in the episode having these dreams about Tsukiyama, coming after him, and he's all afraid, and, he couldn't believe that Tsukiyama did what he did to him at the restaurant. And then we also get a scene where we see Kaneki visit Toka, and her friend pays her a visit at the door, drops off food, and she eats the food in front of Kaneki. And the little girl is at the table drawing stuff. Everything I just mentioned is not in the manga, and Kaneki is not a wimp in the manga. And it's really a shame that the anime is destroying Kaneki's character and adding pointless filler like this. But on the bright side, we do see Tsukiyama be his crazy self, indulging in Kaneki's scent, and just going euphoric over it. We see Nishizo, the guy with the glasses, who was the student teacher ghoul or whatever. A couple episodes he picked on Kaneki, tried to kill him and his friend. He is apparently weakened and on the floor in some alleyway. We don't know why. When we see him, and he's being beaten up by three other ghouls, and these other ghouls want to eat him. And so Kaneki tries to protect him, and I believe Toka. I don't know if it's Toka gets involved or if Kaneki manages to beat them away. I forget. But, we find out that Nishizo isn't eating any meat anymore for whatever reason. He's really weakened and he's not eating meat anymore. We see into his past a bit, and we find out that, he used to be this happy kid, and he had his sister, and his sister ends up getting betrayed by a human she fell in love with, and because of that, he doesn't trust humans anymore until he ran into his current girlfriend, who is a human. And she pretty much lost everything, had nothing to live for, and he rescued her, from her sadness, and she fell in love with him. And she doesn't mind that he's a ghoul. Even if he kills people, she can overlook it as long as it's not people important to her that he kills. And, this is good development for Nishizo. To see that, his wickedness isn't caused just by being a ghoul, but it's caused, by the circumstances that happened in his life. That he used to be a happy-go-lucky kid, and things like that. That was good. And so then Tsukiyama kidnaps Nishizo's girlfriend, and Kaneki. Well, before that, Kaneki talked to her, and he's trying to get food for Nishizo, from Antiku to help this girl out. But then right after that conversation, the girl gets kidnapped by Tsukiyama. Tsukiyama has this grand plan of Kaneki eating the girl, and then Tsukiyama eating Kaneki at the same time. This is his big master plan. Nishizo tells Kaneki that he's going with him to go get his girlfriend back because she's the only reason left for him to live. And, this is pretty much, I think, well, when they get there and they start, trying to fight off Tsukishima or Tsukiyama, that's when, that these flashbacks with the girl happen, and when they explain, like, his relationship to her. But anyway, so Tsukiyama is handling, Kaneki and Nishizo like nothing. Nishizo is beyond weak; he can't do anything. Kaneki, previously in the beginning of the episode, he was getting he said he got trained a little bit by the Yoro guy. I forget what his name was, Yoro, or the guy that was driving the car to pick up the corpses with him a couple episodes back. And so he kind of like, has been going through some training. And it's not enough, against Tsukiyama. He pretty much breaks Kaneki's arm in two. And Toko tries to shows up and tries to save them, but Toko, because she ate her friend's cooking, she's all screwed up and she doesn't have the power needed to bring out her Kagune, those tentacle things, in her back. And Tsukiyama's just having his way with everything. Nishio is getting beaten to a pulp, but he refuses to lay down. He keeps grabbing onto Tsukiyama's leg, screaming about that's his only treasure in life is that girl, and he'll protect her even if it means his life. So Kaneki comes up with a plan for Toka to take a bite out of him to get her powers back, and Toka pretty much gets her Kagune back, and shit gets real at the end of the episode. With Tsukiyama realizing that, okay, now she's almost like she's either stronger or about the same level as him. Because Toka said when she knew him from a long time ago, him being Tsukiyama, and that they were equal in strength back then. So, and that's their past, that Tsukiyama saw her as a young girl, and he loved the way she looked, and he was interested in her, and he said he fell for her. I don't think that's in the romantic sense, but more like in the that he wants to eat her sense, and that now she was like a shell of her former self. But now that she's taken a bite out of Kaneki, her power is returned, and she's ready to fight Tsukiyama. So that ends the episode. Once again, the way the anime has trashed Kaneki's character is really disappointing. But the highlights of the episode are Nishizo's character development, his past, the fact that, once again, highlighting that ghouls aren't evil just because they probably have legitimate reasons to be evil, the way they live their lives. More crazy character development with Tsukiyama. And, Kaneki, even though the anime is screwing him up, whatever, making up stupid crap that's not in the manga, they're still showing that he is getting training. And I do believe now, thinking about it, that in the beginning he handled the bullies or whatever because he was going through some training, and they ran away, and he helped Nishizo back to his apartment or whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. It was a good episode despite the crap. I'll give it like a 7 out of 10, I guess, because there was good action in there, and there was plot progression and good character development. So that's it. That's Tokyo Ghoul episode 6 review. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe and rate and comment and share these videos with others. Really appreciate that. And as always, if there's something you'd like me to look at or review a manga, an anime, suggestion, just make it in the comments below and I'll check it out. Be sure to comment on the episode down below what you thought of it, and what you think of manga differences or whatever, if you want to bring that up. Okay, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day.